The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original 1974 slasher film. Um, I bought this a few months ago back at one of the local movie stores, buy, sell, and trade. It's called Mega Replay. I've never actually mentioned that in my other previous videos from other movie reviews, but yeah, I found this on Blu-ray, steelbook, steel case. It was kind of pricey, but I went ahead and grabbed it anyways because I'm a big fan of these 70s and 80s slasher films. Um, and it was well worth the purchase. And I just recently watched it for the first time on the my new TV, the big screen, the 65-inch in the background. I bought that a few weeks ago. It's actually an 8K TV, and I can definitely tell a major picture difference, a major HD difference between from my previous 1080p Samsung HD TV. Brighter colors, deeper blacks, and brings out the full picture from this older movie. And it was definitely well worth the purchase. I guess the price, I guess I should say. And me and my brother, we actually grew up watching a bunch of these older slasher movies just like this. The Halloween franchise, Friday 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and obviously Leatherface. He was around before any of the other scary icon slasher that came out. So he's the original, and I'm a big fan of these Texas Chainsaw movies. And I've always enjoyed watching them, even today, because they're I don't want to really use the word cliche. It's scary, but it's also fun to watch this because it's kind of also on the corny side too. Because I mean it's serious, but then again at the same time it's not. It's fun to watch it compared to some other stuff I've seen today, some other modern scary movies. And I will say another thing too. I actually prefer movies over this opposed to a torture. I'm not a big fan of torture films such as Saw and the Hostel movies. It makes me cringe. Whenever I watch stuff like that, I'm not a fan of it. Even the I Spill on Your Grave movies, not a fan of those really. I just prefer stuff like this. The way this movie was filmed, the shots they got, the scenery, especially around the slaughterhouse, the old house they used. They have a few different shots of the sunset. I thought that was pretty neat. And see, here's another thing about older movies like this. It's kept very simple. I mean, obviously, no major special effects for its time from back in the 70s. The actors they use, the cast, like I was saying, no major names. I'm a big fan of that. So I mean, it just keeps things interesting because you just don't know what to expect from the characters they have in this movie, the actors, and it's good seeing different types of people in these type of movies. So you don't expect the same kind of characters from the same actors. That's my opinion, at least. Then there's also a restaurant in Texas. I believe it's called Hooper's Restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. I think it just opened up a few years ago, maybe. But that's actually on my bucket list. I'm wanting to go see that restaurant. I think there's some props possibly from this movie, or maybe from the sequels. I'm not really sure. I just like to see that house. Um, I know they do have some merchandise down there. I wouldn't mind grabbing some souvenirs. Um, that and also from the remake from 2003, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that house at all either. I'd definitely love to see that in person. I know it's kind of it's fenced off, and I think you kind of see a little bit in the distance. Um, but yeah, those are definitely things on my bucket list I want to see in person. Since I pretty much I kind of grew up off movies like this. Um, but yeah, just let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Correct me for any mistakes I've said about this film, the year or whatever. But yeah, I was wanting to do a quick. I really shouldn't say quick, just a little bit longer than a brief one from my previous stuff. But yeah, just let me know your feedback, your opinions. I'm gonna try to do some more filming here pretty soon, bring you guys more content, and just stay tuned. Alrighty, take care and have a good day.